Good morning. So, are you in control of your career or are you just drifting along with events and going where your career takes you? I'm James Foster, and this is the Career Mastery Revolution, where we help you to steer a different course, to go down a path that is not conventional. Conventional wisdom, well, that says you apply for jobs, you see what comes up, and you get what you're given. Career mastery is about owning it, taking it in control for yourself, and moving your career where you want to go, not where you're led. There are three principal uh, pillars to the career mastery revolution. First pillar is to understand what it is you really want, but perhaps more importantly, why you really want it. Unless you know where you're going, how do you know when you get there? And I don't feel, I know that most people that I have dealt with in 20 years as a recruitment professional, running a recruitment business, that most people that I have spoken to haven't really known where they wanted to be or wanted to get to, or even where they really were. Their career was where they happened to be at the time. They were doing the job that they happened to be doing. It got there more by luck than judgment. Well, it wasn't even by luck, it just happenstance. They got the job that they got and they followed it through until they needed another job. And really, they were just about going from job to job. Even if that job was centered and focused around a particular uh, career type, let's say we're talking tech professionals, which is what we are, perhaps we're talking networking professionals. Uh, it's not that they ever really thought about becoming network professionals, they just landed in it. They maybe got a job from school that was in support or something like that, and it led them into design and it led them into something else. You know what I mean? It's just where they were led by the nose, basically. Uh, the job, one job followed another, rather than sitting back and going, what is it I really want to do? Where do I really want to be? How is this relating to the rest of my life? How is this going to um, facilitate what I really want to do? And your career is only one aspect of your life, as you know, but it is a central theme. It's what enables so much of the rest of it. Unless you're born with a load of money sticking out your back pocket already, there you are needing to create your own wealth, as it were, to take you through in that direction, in the direction that you want to go. You need the money basically to facilitate your life. And that's one other factor that I've seen so much, is that what's driven people is the need to pay the bills, not the need to fulfill and facilitate what they really want. Uh, yeah, the one that I heard so many times is around tertiary education and facilitating your kids' desire to get into university, etc. This is what drives us. It's what compels us forward. It's those just there we go. I think that's better. For some reason, my microphone became disconnected there. But we are being driven. We're not driving. It's the events and circumstances that are demanding what we do next. We need the pay rise because we need more money for more things that we have to pay for. We want we've got a mortgage to pay for. We've got kids to support, etc., etc. Those are what drivers, rather than actually taking control of it yourself. And you can, believe me, you can. It's not easy. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of direction. It takes a lot of it takes a mindset that's geared to do it. So that's the first pillar. The first pillar is understanding what it is you want and knowing why you want it. And then the second pillar is putting in place those things that you need to make it happen. The plan. The plan is, where am I now? What have I got? Exactly what have I got? And then where do I want to be, let's say a year from now? We're not talking about, we are talking about the ultimate goal, of course, but what's the journey along the way? Because we're not going to get to that ultimate goal straight away. Very few of our lives are around driving a career path for what's ultimately there. It's what's the next move. So where are we going to be a year from now? What's that going to look like? What's that going to feel like? What's it going to mean for you when you're in that place? Where, and then looking back, what have you had to do to achieve it, to get where you are? And then putting into place the action plan that's needed to make it happen. That's the second of our central themes for the Career Mastery Revolution, to put together a plan, a campaign that is going to get you from where you are now, from where you are today, to where you need to be, want to be tomorrow, and making sure that you know what has to happen to make it happen. But having a plan in and of itself is not going to get you there. A plan is great on paper, but unless you do something about it, it's a pointless exercise. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of everybody's time. So the third stage of the Career Mastery Revolution is to give you that you need to make it happen. So let's be clear, because there's a process that goes through that. It's you understand where you are now, you understand where you need to get to, and the actions you've got to take. We then put into place those ideas and mindset to make it move forward, to take you to that next place. And it's a daily process of visualization, of understanding where you want to get to, and focusing on exactly where it is that you want to get to, and driving yourself daily to take action to bring that about. Now, within your career, of course, you have to get up, you have to go to work, whatever it is that you've got to do. But it's about making sure that each step you take is moving you in that direction. So you're not just getting up to go to work. You're getting up with a purpose that's going to move you to the next step in your career, in the next step in your life, and focusing on what that needs to be, and visualizing where you need to get to, so that it drives you, so that you drive naturally to that place. It's a part of who you are, and you move forward naturally. So yeah, we know what it is we've got to do, and we're taking steps daily to make those things happen. But we're keeping the mindset in the right place for that to happen, because mindset is the vital thing within any goal setting type of an environment. If we set goals and we don't focus on achieving those goals don't happen. If we daily focus our attention upon exactly what we want to do and how we want to get there and what it's going to feel like, we focus on it, we visualize it, we set it into our mind that it's going to happen. There's a process Now I'm no brain expert here, but there's a process that's called, well, there's a part of our brain that's called the reticular activating system, and that reticular activating system, it's inbuilt into us. It's what drives the flight and fight of reflex within us. But it's what, if we focus on what we really want and where we want to get to, then the reticular activating system almost takes over to make us move along that path. I'm not saying for one moment that I understand that process, but I know it is part of what setting the right mindset um, creates, if you like, makes happen. So the reticular activating system drives us almost in an automated fashion. And then the third pillar. So we've got the desire, the why, the what we want to achieve. We now know what the plan is, and we're focused on delivering it. But we need the tools, don't we? And this isn't just the tools for for that job. So I need to be to have these qualifications. I need to gain this experience. That's all important, but that's part of the second pillar. The third pillar is controlling your career. If you don't have the wherewithal to control your career, you're just having to take the jobs that are there. And that's the third part of the career mastery. We exploit the market to our own advantage. And this is really the maverick approach itself, because most other people are just going out and trying to get a job, or hoping that the right job comes to them. And sometimes it does, but they're not in control of that process. Whereas you can be in control of that process. You can be in control of opening up the opportunities that you want. And that's simply by being preemptive in the whole thing and positioning yourself ahead of the need, so that when the need comes to you, you are ready to move in that, to move yourself in that direction, to get those jobs that you need at that time. So you are facilitating that happening. You're preempting the need, and then ensuring that everything is in place when you want it to happen. And more to it than that. How do you do that? You do that through networking and through positioning yourself, and through projecting your influence, as it were, within the market, so people know you, they're aware of you, and they know what value you are bringing into what they may want to do. So that's the mechanism by which you're going to do it. However, you might need it now, and how do I control now? And we've got a process for that as well. So we have strategies that are going to help you to facilitate the job that you really want, the job that you really want, working for the company that really matters to you, and earning the salary that is right for you at the time, rather than having to take the job that's available in the company that happens to be offering that job at the money that they are going to pay. It's a completely different way of looking at things. You're in control, not that's not in control of you, you're in control of it. This is career mastery. You are in control of your career. That's what CMR is about. So let's talk about the career mastery revolution and how you can get it on board. There will be, it's not there at the moment, but there will be in the description of this, with this video, there will be links to get you into the Career Mastery Revolution, so that you can sign up for some of our free resource, which is going to give you some of the tools that you need to move yourself in the right direction. We're looking to enroll you into the Career Mastery program as a whole, and to take up some of our consultancy packages. And Further down the line, not quite ready yet, but we're going to be opening up a community which is going to help you steer and navigate your career path as you progress. So the Career Mastery Revolution is going to help you and give you the tools that you need to control your career. Sign up today. Join the Career Mastery Revolution. You'll be asked if you want to join a Facebook group and my YouTube channel. But for the moment, the Career Mastery Revolution will be me communicating directly with you via email and via the various packages that I have to offer. And then ultimately, we're going to open that up to a full community, an interactive community, where on a monthly basis, we will help you to drive your career in the way that you want it to go. This is James Foster. This is the Career Mastery Revolution. Until the next time, which will be this Thursday, and I'll see you then.